4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, hello, hello, hello. What's going on, tribe? It is another amazing and beautiful Monday mantra for those of you out in the philosophy world. Thank you, you guys, for stopping by and spending a little bit of time with us where we talk about everything wellness, everything that's going to keep your mind, your body, and your soul aligned, okay? Welcome, welcome. So, for my tribe out there who has tapped in, let me go ahead and tap in on my TikTok. For my babies, for my babies out here who are in the philosophy world, go ahead and tap in and let me know where you guys are tapping in from. Hello, hello. Let's see. Nice. Hello, hello. What's going on, Jackie? Hey, baby. Shout out to the best tribe in the world, y'all. Listen, I got some dope tribe over in these here parts, okay? So if you don't know, now you know. All right, so we are going to be talking about some different things today, okay? We're going to be digging a little deeper, getting a little bit more in tune and intense with some things for the new year. You guys, spring is officially pretty much here, okay? The bumblebees and the bees are back out. I was greeted by one today at the back door, so I was really excited to take part into that. And as you guys know, well, maybe you guys do or don't know, fix this over here too. We are gearing up and getting ready for a few different festivals, okay? So I'm really excited. I've got my team ready, we've got everybody that's good to go. And I know some of you were wanting a ticket to the Motherhood Healing Festival. Those tickets are now sold out, okay? So sorry, I told y'all to get the tickets in advance. And yes, the event is a month out. So when I tell you guys, I'm not sure if you guys go to the site if there's any masculine tickets that she has left, but as far as I know, the for the Motherhood Healing Festival, the Wise Woman and the Sister passes are completely sold out. So I was able to get some of my babies in for the Motherhood Healing Festival, okay? So for my babies, I was able to get in. You're so welcome. As a matter of fact, if you are going to the Motherhood Healing Festival, go ahead and drop a comment in the chat. Let me know who else is going to be in the building at this awesome festival on April 12th, okay? It's going to be everything wellness, everything beautiful, everything just that you're needing in your healing journeys, okay, babies? It's everything y'all need, okay? Now, let me move this actually. Get this situated over here like so. There. All right. So, okay, Jack is in the building, Miss Jackie herself. Listen, this is one of my diamond VIPs, Miss Jackie. Okay, shout out to Jack. All right, shout out to the tribe. Also, I have a new diamond VIP that has stepped out into the philosophy world. Hey, baby, hey, what's going on? Hello, hello, hello. My amazing husband in the building too. You see that? And of course, look, Jack is going to be in the building. So listen, we've got amazing exclusive products we're going to be bringing to you guys for the festivals this year, okay? So it's going to be something fresh, something new, and something that you don't have in your philosophy collections, okay? So if you've been wanting to get your hands on any of our exclusives, if you've been wanting to just tap in with me and be like, hey, can you help or assist me with this, that, or the third? Let me help you, okay? This is what I'm here for. This is a part of my calling and what I do. let me help you. And for those of you that have been asking, we are going to have some copper waters on hand for you guys, okay? These are reusable glass containers. As you guys know, I'm really big on sustainability, and we're going to dig a little bit deeper into that as well, okay? I really want to focus with you guys on a couple different things for the evening. Copper water is so good. If you've never tried copper water, listen, you are missing out. It is like an electrifying, like a boost that I can't explain like no other. And the hydration, your hydration is actually quenched. Unlike like a purified water, you are actually quenching your thirst and feeding your cells with living water when you're using copper water, you guys. So we're gonna have these right here in the glass. All right, we're not doing the plastics in these. Now listen, I did make an announcement to some of you already that know this information, but we are also going to be launching Autumn Skies Lemonade at the festival as well, you guys. So if you've got littles, bring your littles to the festival, okay? Bring the littles. All right, my baby got a whole business, all right? And we're going to be tapping in with the mob to have them assist with XYZ, okay? We're going to be doing a whole lot of different things for you guys for this festival, all right? Now, we do have the Motherhood Healing Festival on April 12th, and we also have Afro Soca Love on April 25th. So if you're not able to join me, if tickets are sold out still and you guys are not able to get a ticket to the Motherhood Healing Festival, let me know, okay? Just let me know. Um, we will have Afro Soca Love on April 25th. And remember, you guys, like and share my live, okay? Leave a comment, like and share, all right? Don't be scared. I ain't gonna bite. I don't think. So, yes, I have been a busy little fee. I had a great weekend spending some time with the Mrs. That was really nice, just getting away and having some time to really be kind of, I don't know. She likes to cater to me. She cooked me this big, beautiful dinner, you guys. It was really, really nice. And then on top of that, I tapped in with some of the tribe, okay? I didn't get no sleep, hardly. I hardly got sleep, but that's okay. The tribe is alive and well, okay? We are alive and well. Um, for some other events that I want to tap in with you guys also, if you are going to be available on March 30th, you guys, listen, tap into my entrepreneur webinar, okay? This is where I get down and dirty with you guys. I talk about different things that have assisted me in excelling in my business, along with so many other things that are really prevalent in building, okay, you guys, as empires, because this is what gods and goddesses do. We building empires, all right, and building legacies and generational wealth for our littles to be able to take over so they don't have to get it out of the mud like we did, per se. Okay, so we're building over here. Now, I'm looking at my little to-dos for this evening. Outside of Autumn's Lemonade Stand, listen, she's going to have a few different flavors, exclusive premium flavors for you guys. So I'm thinking strawberry, blueberry, like a standard lemonade for her as well will be really, really yummy, like an original kind of deal. But of course, with Autumn Sky's own little spin on things, okay? So we are definitely looking forward to this festival to be able to support and show our little ones that, listen, you guys can actually be business owners too. You don't have to wait until your mommy and daddy's age or your auntie's age or your uncle or cousin or whoever. You can start your businesses right now with your littles, okay? And it teaches them so many different skills, especially if they're really young and they're learning how to count and deal with money. This is going to be amazing interaction and time for littles to really connect and get together, and for them to show other littles, yes, they're littles, the other little babies, that they can have a business and their business too, regardless of what they may look like, okay? So definitely stay tuned and be looking out for all of her amazing made from scratch lemonades that we are going to be getting started with her, okay? So shout out to Autumn Sky for her lemonade business. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And Autumn Sky is 5, you guys. This is a 5-year-old, all right? A 5-year-old with a business, okay? This is not a game. So you guys will definitely be in the building and tapping in with us, which I cannot wait to see y'all. Okay, I'm excited to see each and every one of you. Now, I am going to be offering a digital swag bag coupon also for the attendees that are coming to the festival. So I'll get those out to Ivana this week. Excuse me. I'll get those out to her this week and be able to really pinpoint more about those details for you guys. So stay tuned. I'm looking to do something bigger than last year. Now, as we are digging into the season, all right, something that I really, really, really want to put emphasis on for this season is watching our waste and consumption. This is really big for me because a lot of times, a lot of the things that I get in the mail on reorder, a lot of the things that I'm using, and that, I see other entrepreneurs actually getting things. When we order something, let's just say we're ordering like an essential oil, all right? And said essential oil comes with a box and this little other piece and these other pieces. So all we're going to do is we're going to take out the product that we want and do what? Throw away the box that it probably came in. This is also really big on why I do not have boxes, because the first thing you guys are going to do is throw in the trash. Okay? So, I want to talk about our Renew and Recycle program that Philosophy offers. And I also want to shine some light on some ways where we as individuals, God and goddesses that we are, we can actually do our part for not just the environment, but also for our little ones. We want to make sure that we have a safe space for them. We want to make sure that we have a clean space and that we're the smallest little tidbit of a change makes the biggest difference. All right. So let's talk about some of these things that are really big when it comes to recycling, right? When it comes to trying to be more eco sustainable and aware. All right. One of the things that I wanted to kind of pinpoint was how it's really difficult to give a single percentage for what one person can throw out in a year, but the average amount of waste that an individual does throw out, it varies significantly by the region and also by income level, believe it or not. So there's this thing called global waste production. Their average annual waste, which is basically the average person's worldwide waste that they produce, is approximately 280 kilograms, which is 617 pounds of solid municipal waste per year. That's from one person. 617 pounds in 12 months. Now, if you take that number and you look at it on a bigger scale and you do it by the entire world of how many people are actually here, think about how big of a number that truly is in the world of waste. Okay? Your daily output, this equates to an average of 74 kilograms. So every single day, you're probably giving out in waste at least 1.6 pounds per person per day. When you look at that in like higher income countries, those produce roughly 34% of the world's waste, despite having only 16% of the actual population. That's insane. The United States waste production has an average annual waste here in the US. This is basically the average person generates significantly more, which is estimated at 951 kilograms. That's 2,100 pounds per year as of last year. This is as of 2025, you guys. 2,100 pounds of waste that we're giving out. I know this seems insane, like, oh my God. Now, when you look at the numbers of 2025, you guys have to realize that's almost 5 pounds, roughly. It's almost 5 pounds of waste per day here in the US versus other countries. So, how can we think about this on a bigger scale, right? What can we do? How can we look at this and say, hey, what can I do here? What are my options? Well, think about this. Food waste. Food is a major component, with the average American throwing out about 219 to 325 pounds of food a year. Okay? The recycling rates globally are only about 19% of waste that's recovered through recycling or composting. So only 19% of waste is recovered through recycling or composting. And then your disposal average is 37% of daily global waste that's sent to landfills. It used to be 5%. The new numbers are now back in, and it seems like we've been doing a little bit better. So 37% of global waste is sent to landfills, while the other 31% is disposed of via open dumping. So 31% of people just dumping stuff any and everywhere. We got to do better. We definitely have to do better. Now, when you want to ensure less waste, let's focus on the 3 R's, you guys. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Okay? These 3 things are going to make a huge difference in our day to day, just from the simple things of you guys doing this. Okay? By refusing single use items. So, like when you go to the store and you get a little bottle of water and it comes in a single use plastic bottle and then you just throw it away, these are some of those things that I'm talking about. If you guys have a eco-sustainable bottle or something that you can reuse over and over and over again, this helps to cut down on waste. This is also why I'm really big on teaching about not having plastics, and because plastics tend to get into your actual system, where they're digested and they get into your bloodstream and so much more, and then it causes other things to happen within your body, and hormone regulation, off balancing regulations and things like that. So make sure you guys are using bottles that are environmentally friendly. Make sure you guys are having things that you're able to reuse and recycle. Okay, this is extremely important on a major, major, major scale. And this is just talking about water bottles. This doesn't include the straws when you go to a restaurant, because you guys got to think, on in the actual landfills, for something to be captured, it needs to be at least 2 inches to be captured. If it's not 2 inches, it's not captured, which then it then leads into the oceans, it leads into other things, it leads to more waste and higher hazards for later on down the line. So when you guys are doing your part and you have a reusable bottle, you're cutting back every single time of that waste that you would have been throwing out into the environment. Okay? Now, when we're thinking about waste, another one of the things that I wanted to focus on was, when you're doing the reuse, reduce, and refuse, you're preventing waste first when you have this mentality, all right? When you have things that you're buying in bulk, when you're composting organic waste, when you're choosing reusable bags, bottles, containers, these are all major components in making sure and ensuring that those key actions can include helping to repair certain things versus adding more waste to the list. I teach Autumn Sky a lot about donating. So, for secondhand things, donating to another family that may be in need, things that she no longer has or needs anymore. Another way is if you're shopping secondhand, if you're repairing items, if you are opting for digital documents over paper, and also properly disposing of hazardous materials like batteries and things of that sort. So, I want to give you guys a quick rundown and a breakdown of some actions to reduce waste right here, right now, where you are. Okay? I want you guys to say no to single use. Refuse plastic straws, utensils, napkins, and condiment packets. All right? That's one way we can start there. It's a huge one right there. You can also start doing smart shopping. So buy products with minimum packaging and purchase in bulk to reduce container waste. This is why I have the reuse and recycle program. You guys are able to purchase what you need and buy your refills later, so that way you can also recycle the glass containers. Okay? Go digital is really big, you guys. By going digital, you are opting for paperless billing, digital receipts, and unsubscribe from junk mail lists. This is super important to cut back on paper waste. All right. Now, if we're looking into reducing food waste, you can start to plan meals, eat leftovers, and compost food scraps. Composting is so big, especially with what I do. I feed the trees, okay? Instead of it going into a trash bag and then causing mold and whatever that's in there, I toss it to the trees for compost, okay? This is great for those of you that are trying to learn about composting. If you're not really familiar, give it to the trees, okay? The roots and get the minerals and all the nutrients from those scraps that help that tree to thrive and survive. So just give it to the trees if you're not sure. Also, I want you guys to prevent, when you're doing food composting, you're preventing those scraps from ending up going to the landfills, which they may or may not make it to, okay? I want you also to think about sustainable fashion. This is something that we don't talk about enough, which is basically purchasing fewer clothes and choosing high quality items. You can also do something by buying secondhand to combat fashion. But again, that's one of those things, like I'm a fashionista. I like what I like to wear. I like what I like. But if you're able to find some things that are high quality items like your linen, your cotton, you want those fabrics that are going to be feeding your frequency versus damaging or dulling it, okay? It's super, super, super important. When you guys are reusing and repurposing things, bring your own, okay? Carry reusable shopping bags with you and your water bottles. You can also do your coffee cups, utensils. Bring your own. I have like these cute little caddies that I have with me that are really, really, really phenomenal for that. So by bringing your own, you're cutting back waste from something you're going to throw away later, okay? Also, repurpose other items like your old plastic containers for storage. Instead of them being plastic, go for glass, because plastic tends to store microplastics when it's heat up or hot food is in there and then you're ingesting it. So go for glass or glass jars. And for example, like storing your leftovers, glass is phenomenal for storage, you guys. So start storing in glass, okay? And then again, repair and donate. If it's something you can fix and repair it, great. If it's something that is broken and it needs to be thrown out, try to fix it. Donate it. If you don't want to fix it, donate it. You guys can donate unwanted clothes and furniture to charity and so many other things, okay? So many other things. Now, depending on where you are, there are certain local rules that deal with recycling properly and also disposing of your recyclables properly. So, I want you guys to familiarize yourself with what items are recyclable in your community to avoid contaminating recycling bins. All right, proper disposal means taking items like electronics, batteries, used motor oil to designated recycling or hazardous waste centers where they can properly be disposed of. And when you guys are composting, you're starting a compost pile for your yard waste and food scraps to reduce landfill contributions. So, all in all, it is a beautiful transaction with nature when you're doing that. And when you're participating in this cleanup, listen, you guys, we can join community beach or park cleanup efforts that are going on around and start spreading more awareness on this. This is my way of trying to educate my tribe, family, neighbors, everybody on waste reduction and also different techniques that we can actually do to make our world a better place. Okay? So, yeah, there's that. Now, if you're not for certain where you can find a waste conservation area, you can Google it, which is really helpful. But also, you guys, people can find their waste conservation areas, including recycling centers, which is hazardous waste disposal, composting sites, all kind of different things, right? You can check by checking with your city or county government website, typically under public works or environmental services departments. All right, that's where you would want to start. And then if you're here in Georgia, some of the best ways to locate these areas in your city are official government and local resources that they do offer, you guys. So your city, county sanitation department, there's websites available for local government, often providing lists of approved, regulated solid waste facilities and drop off points. There's also hazardous waste search, which you use the EPA's search tool to find specialized facilities for hazardous waste. And then your local transfer stations. These are facilities like the Merck Miles Citizens Convenience Center in South Fulton, Georgia, if you're here in Georgia, or county landfills that are designated for residents to drop off recycling and waste. Be sure that you guys are specialized in recycling and conservation centers. Like there's something called the CHARM, Center for Hard to Recycle Materials. Many cities have dedicated centers for items not accepted in curbside bins, such as electronics, paint, mattresses, all that kind of stuff that if your garbage truck were to come by and it's left on the curb because they don't actually pick it up, there's other places that have specialized recycling and conservation centers available, like Charm, to be able to help you guys with that. And that's CHARM, okay? There's also some private drop-off sites, which is commercial recycling centers like SA Recycling or specialized metal recycling, accept materials directly from the public. You have your retail drop-offs, which is businesses like Best Buy, who often accept electronics, while major grocery stores frequently offer plastic bag recycling. I know that Publix has one here in Georgia and a couple of others. If you have any digital tools and apps, Earth 911 is a comprehensive searchable database, and it has a 1-800 cleanup hotline where you can input your zip code to find nearby disposal options for over 350 materials. You're welcome in advance, okay? There's also an app called iRecycle that helps locate local recycling centers based on your current location. So if you're having a hard time finding XYZ, check out iRecycle on the app and then find your local recycling centers based on your actual location where you are, okay? And last but not least are organic waste composting. This is utility compost facilities. There's local utility companies, for example, in Noonan Utilities in Georgia, sometimes operate composting sites that convert yard waste into soil. So there's the community gardens drop-offs, which is local nonprofit or municipal programs that may offer community composting bins, and then subscription services. So these are services like Compost Now and the Atlanta area that offer residential pickup to assist with that. If you guys need specific examples in Georgia, Atlanta areas that residents use, keep North Fulton beautiful, Clayton County landfill, and specialized events like Atlanta Recycles Day at Greenbrier Mall. These are all different ones that you guys can tap into here in Georgia if you're in the Georgia area, okay? All right, now, one of the reasons why I think this is such a big topic for you guys, right? One of the reasons is that when you're dealing with waste, waste can actually affect your overall wellness. This is how this all ties in with philosophy. Your overall wellness is impacted greatly, okay? When reducing waste profoundly, it impacts your well-being by fostering a cleaner, less cluttered living space that lowers stress, which is your cortisol levels, and it improves focus when you get rid of waste. It also boosts your mental health by aligning actions with environmental values, so reducing eco anxiety and increasing self esteem. Physically, it improves health by reducing exposure to toxins and lowers financial stress, further boosting mental wellness. All right. When you're thinking of key impacts of wellness, what are some of the things you guys think about yourself? Take a moment to think about this. What are some key impacts on wellness that a decluttered environment can give you? Who can give me an example? Who can give me an example of what it does for your mental and decluttering your environment? I'll give you guys a couple of hints. Mental and emotional health. You guys, this is super big. Why is this big? Because a decluttered environment reduces anxiety and it promotes calm, while sustainable living provides a sense of purpose, accomplishment, and empowerment. You cannot live in an environment that is cluttered. This is why if the house is in disarray or a mess, I can't think straight. It's like I've got all these things going on. This is why when you have mental and emotional health, decluttered spaces assist with that. Let's see. Also, you guys, your physical well-being takes a toll, right? By using fewer disposable items and switching to non-toxic products. This lowers exposure to harmful chemicals, reducing risks of allergies and respiratory issues. It's also going to help with reduced financial stress. And you're probably like, how does this tie hand in hand with that? Let me explain. When you're consuming less and you're reusing items and reducing food waste cuts down on spending, this is leading to less debt and lower anxiety levels, meaning you're going to be spending less because of that. All right. Environmental and personal health. This is a really good one, you guys. Lowering waste reduces the need for landfills and incinerators, which in turn reduces toxins in the air and in our water. This is so important. By supporting better health, better overall health, I should say, this is really, really important as well. Having the mindfulness and intentionality, which is adopting a low waste lifestyle by encouraging conscious, intentional choices, it's also going to enhance the presence of reducing the stress associated with consumerism. All right, this helps by cultivating a sustainable environment where individuals align their daily habits with their health goals, leading to a more balanced life, you guys. All right, super, super amazing. So I hope you guys were listening. Yes, Jack, your space reflects your mind, okay? Your space reflects your mind. This is super big, you guys, super big. Now, let's do some trivia. I hope you guys were listening. Let's see who can give me the details of some things. I have some awesome products that I'm going to be giving out this evening. We've got Jade, we've got Seduction, we've got 24K, I've got some champagne, I've got a whole little handy dandy box of goodies that I'm going to be giving out for you guys. And remember, all you're going to do is cover your shipping and then you'll have your goodies. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump right in. And yes, your space is a direct reflection of your mind. If you've got a lot of clutter around, you can't really think straight. This is really vital in overstanding as a part of like your mental well-being too. Like even with your showers, when you guys are getting in your shower regimens, these are all really important because you have to cleanse. You got to cleanse it off of you. You can't just walk around with stuff on you or in your space. Just getting rid of the old stagnant energies. We left that in 2025. So if you've still got a lot of clutter, if you've still got a lot of waste, if you still got to think about it, oh, am I going to use this? Get rid of it. Donate it. Okay? Give it to a good cause. Let someone have it that can put it to good use, if you will. Okay? Donate it. Make it super simple. Just donate it. All right, let's go ahead and dive in. Let's dive in for some trivia this evening. All right, I hope you guys are ready. Who can tell me 3 ways that waste affects you? You can give me 3 ways that it affects you or the environment. Give me 3 ways that that waste affects you or the environment. Who can tell me, how does it affect you? How does waste affect your everyday? How does waste affect your everyday? And if it is a difficult question for you to answer, also pop in there. What are 3 ways you can help with waste? What are 3 ways you can do your part with waste? Give me one reason what you can do to prepare yourself with that. But a few reasons as to why and how waste affects you. How does it affect you? Does it affect your mental? Does it affect how you react? Does it affect your sleeping? Give me some examples of how having a lot of waste around you affects you. I see. All right, so it looks like we've got an answer. Let's see what this is. Oh, my light cut out. Microplastics back in your body, respiratory from the burning, and then mental blocks. All amazing answers. Yes, Jackie. Every single one of these. So the microplastics are a huge yuck to have in your body. So, Jack, that one is going to go to you. What can we do to do our part when it comes to waste? What can we do personally? I've named so many different things that we can kind of tap into. What is something that you can do yourself that can assist with waste and cutting down on waste? What can you do? What is something you can do to cut back on waste? Love. Love the planet. Yes, we can definitely love the planet. But what is something that we ourselves can do to assist in this huge crisis of waste that we have going on here in the United States? 2,100 pounds, y'all, per year. 2,100 pounds. It's crazy. What can we do about cutting back on this 2,100 pounds of waste that we're putting out every single year? You guys got to tell me, what can you do to cut back on waste? I'll give you guys one example. You can become a part of our philosophy tribe where we have eco-sustainable packaging, where you recycle and reuse. You guys can be a part of our reuse and recycling program. You guys get points. You guys get free gifts. You guys get so many different goodies that I give you guys. Oh, and don't even get me started on my VIPs. All right, the VIPs are absolutely spoiled rotten. They're absolutely rotten. Ask Jack. Ask Jackie. She is at Forever Dreaming 6881. That's Jackie. Ask one of my diamond VIPs just how spoiled y'all really are. Absolutely spoiled. Well, hello, Vic. What's going on, love? So, what is one way? The question is, what is one way that we can do our part in cutting back on waste here in the United States? What's something that we can do? We talked about a few different ones. One of my favorites that we talked about was composting, because this is something that I do religiously. If there's something that's gone bad in your refrigerator and it comes in like a little container or something, like a little plastic container maybe, you can actually take those same containers and start little seedling gardens with them as well, you guys. This is really big. Your egg cartons that are going to go out, start using them for gardening. All right? Start reusing and revitalizing the things that we look at as trash and start using them to reuse and recycle to give them life again. This is why these jars are so important. We turn these into plants, into candles, all kind of things that we make when these are recycled. They don't go back on the floor for production. They do, however, stay in for other things to reuse them for. So like the plants are a hit when we do our little plant parties, our little pot parties. Those are great. Now, who can tell me? I just need one. Who can tell me one way of doing your part when it comes to waste? What can you do? Are you doing it? When you're going out to restaurants, are you ordering like a few different drinks and getting straws for every single drink? Are you being eco-sustainably conscious when you're doing that? Those straws, I'm going to tell you now, those straws don't make it to the landfills half the time. Even though they're long, they've got to be captured at 2 inches to be captured in the waste landfills typically. So a lot of the straws that you guys are using, opt into paper straws. That is an option. Paper straws or a recyclable bottle. Bring your recyclable bottle. If they have a cup that they're going to be filling up for you anyways, toss it in your bottle. I know I said that. A little plant pot party. Plant and pot party. I know it, planters. It is hysterical. We definitely are going to be planting some new plants for this this coming summer, spring, summer coming up too. So you guys stay ready. Listen, the pot party. The pot party is on. We're going to have some. Well, hello, Angela. What's going on, mama? Look at the tribe tapping in. Hello, hello, hello. So the question that I've asked you guys is, what is one way that you, this is for a free gift, by the way, you guys just handle your shipping and handling. This is for, we've got some jade, we've got some seduction, some champagne. We've got a couple different items on the table for you guys. So the question is, what can you do to assist with cutting back on waste? We've talked about a few different ways. One of those that I just mentioned was composting some of your waste, like your food waste. What is something you can do with your actual waste to cut back and assist the environment? Let me go ahead and break these down. So one way that we talked about was composting, the organic waste composting. Switching to digital tools was another one, you guys. Finding a retail drop-off, private drop-off sites. Connecting with charm centers, which are hard to recycle materials that many cities have dedicated cities for items that are not accepted in curbside bins. So those things like mattresses, paint, electronics, things of that sort. These are all great, okay? Finding your official government and local resources, you know, your city, county, sanitation department. Switching over to reusable bottles and recyclable bottles and things of that sort. These are all things you can do. Look at this. Bring your own glass and use it to refill with the items with. Listen, another one of my VIPs. Hey, Yaya. Bring your recyclables by your glass, okay? This is beautiful, and I love to see it because each and every one of you that does this are making a huge impact environmentally. You're making a huge impact for not only us, but our children's future when it comes to waste. 2,100 pounds, that roughly equates to about 6 pounds per day per person that they're giving out in waste every single day. This is a big deal, you guys. So I want you guys to really, really dig in. I want you to dig deep, and I want you to do your part on trying with the little things, you know. If you've got a business, and you have bags and things that you need, you know what I'm saying? There's bags you can buy that are compostable. Hey, boo. What's up, Yaya? Listen, Edwin Kamara in the building. Shout out to Edwin. Shout out to Jack. Shout out to all of my babies here today, okay? Shout out to you guys. Shout out to Angela, to hubby. Shout out to all of you. Hello. Who is this? Hey, Kiki. What's going on, mama? Shout out to the tribe on TikTok this evening, too. All of my babies all over the world. I love y'all. So, listen, by being eco sustainable, by doing your part, you guys, we can make a huge difference. We can make a huge difference. And it starts with just something as simple as taking the initiative and having the mindset behind taking that step. If you are going to be saying that, you know what, I want a healthy future, I want this for my kid, I want this for my family, you got to start doing the work, you guys. We got to do the work. And in order to do the work, we got to do it. So if you got waste and you got old food that you need to throw out, feed the birds, feed the squirrels. For those of you that don't know, just know when you guys feed the animals, when you're feeding the squirrels and the birds and things like that, that is in honor of the spirit realm, a protection. All right? This is a secret that I'm going to put y'all in on. It is a way of protection from the universe when you are feeding them and giving to them because we have more than enough to give. Hello, wife. What's up, mama? All of my babies checking in. Hello, beautiful. Listen, for those of you who have been asking again about the tickets for Motherhood Healing Festival, again, they're sold out. I will check to see if you guys reach out. I'll check to see if Ivana has any more openings for anybody. But as of right now, as far as I know, she's completely sold out and booked for this festival. So, April 12th, Tribe, I'm going to see you guys at the Motherhood Healing Festival. I'm also going to be at Afro Soca Love. Philosophy going to be in the building with some Afro vibes for the soca and the dancing. Y'all know I'm going to be dancing. And remember, you guys, you will get to meet myself with our beautiful tribe at these festivals. You'll be able to meet my close ones, my loved ones, my spouses, the both of them. You'll be able to meet them. And of course, our little beautiful tribe, Autumn Sky. All right. I cannot wait to see you guys. Okay. Cannot wait to see you. Remember, Autumn's going to have her premium lemonades. And if you haven't by now gone to the website, listen, scan the QR code, you guys. Scan this QR code. All right. Let me show y'all this. Y'all know I don't know how to work none of this stuff. Scan the QR code. All right? Scan the code. Hi, baby. Hello, hello, hello. Isn't she just gorgeous, y'all? Isn't she gorgeous? So listen, scan the code, you guys. Go to the website. For those of you that don't know the website, it's still the same. PhilosophyLLC.com. You can find me there where you can get your goodies. And remember, you guys already know the motto. Who can tell me the motto? Who can tell me our philosophy motto? Who can tell me what the motto is? What's the motto, y'all? They still got this pinned up. Hey. Let's see. Who can tell me the motto? I'm waiting. Who can tell me? If it ain't delicious, I don't want it. You already know the vibes, okay? My little Aquarians, you already know. Listen, if it's not delicious, I don't want it. Get your butts over to the site. Look, my babies. I love my little Aquarians. I love them, my little babies. Yes, so look, if it's not delicious, I don't want it. If you haven't made it to the site, get over to the site. The new Euphoria bars, you guys, look, I know I sold out. Let me tell y'all this before I hop off. I have a handful left, okay, of this bar, particularly. The Euphoria bars, y'all. Listen, if you want to get one, they are on the website under Yoni Bars, okay? Go to the site and get your bars, all right? These are going to get you 8 up if you didn't know, all right? These are some of the newbies that I have out. Black Lemon and Honey is restocked. Jade is restocked. My babies who had orders pending, those orders have been shipped. for the back stock of those items. So if you've still been looking for those, you guys check the system. Your shipping details should be posted by now. It's Monday. You should see those. Well, hello, beautiful. Hey, Deanna. What's up, mama? Listen, the tribe is in the building this evening. All right, let's do one more trivia before we hop off. What is one more way, you guys, that we, as a personal person, goddess, God and goddess, thank you for the heart, my love. What can we do actually? What can we do to cut back on waste? What is one thing that you can do to cut back on waste? What is one thing we can, and this is for what I got over here. This is for a seduction souffle. What is one thing we can do to cut back on waste? Who can tell me? Ooh, that's a good one. Let's pop this one up, team. Don't let the water run while brushing your teeth. Oh, that's a good one. That's a real good one. Yes. Cut back on water waste and consumption by not allowing the water to just run and run and run while you're brushing your teeth. Wet your toothbrush, turn it off, brush your teeth, or better yet, get a bottle of water and use a bottle of water so you don't have to worry about it. You can rinse, spit it out, and do what you need to do, okay? Great answer, Angela. Great answer. All right, last but of the Mohegans, who else can give me one more thing to cut back on waste? Who can give me something? Come on, TikTok. I know somebody over there. Tell me one way that you can cut back on waste in your everyday living. What is one way? Discussing, oh, that's something else that's popping up. Who else can tell me what's one way we can cut back on waste? Who can tell me? Who can tell me? Who can tell me? I just need one. I just need one more. One more. And we talked about so many, you guys. We talked about so many different ways to cut back on waste and sustainability efforts. So if you are shopping or not shopping, maybe not shopping as much. For my shopaholics out there like myself, I'm a shopaholic. I love to shop. Shopping is a favorite pastime of mine. But also being reusable and having sustainability. So donating those items that are in your closet, getting rid of that stuff to donate versus throwing it in the trash. Being able to really utilize and move about the way you guys need to move about. Okay? Super, super, super important. Anybody else have an answer for me? What is one way that you can cut back on waste? Come on, Deanna. I know you got the answer. I know you got the answer, mama. Tell them what it is. Tell them how to cut back on waste. My favorite is composting. Like, food waste is really big in the US. It's super big. It's a big deal. And that waste that ends up in that trash bag, those eggshells, all that stuff, feed it to the tree. Take it to that tree outside, y'all. Take it to the tree. I'm serious. Just take it to the tree, and they thrive. They love it. Banana peels, fruit peels, any type of vegetables, onions, bell pepper, all that stuff. Feed it to the trees. Feed it to the trees. Okay. I don't recommend putting plastic and feeding plastic. Don't do that. Okay. That's not what I'm saying. For those of y'all whose elevator may not go all the way up. I'm not saying plastic. Not everything goes to the tree. Okay. Food composting specifically. Okay. Now, those are my favorites. These are my things that I absolutely love. Um, okay, we got another answer here. Let's see. I collect branches and broken branches for my fire pit and then use the ashes. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Collecting branches and broken things for fire pits. You guys know. Look, Jack said buy quality over quantity. Quality over quantity. If you're with the Philosophy Tribe, you know it's quality over quantity. Listen, I rest my case. Congratulations to all the winners this evening. It has been a wonderful Monday mantra. And remember, you guys, if it's not delicious, I don't want it. Ladies, gents that tapped in with me with their correct answers, please reach out to me so I can get your goodies to you, please. I love you. Until next time, I'll talk to you soon.